Hey everybody, my name is Amiee Parscale and I own Body Fit with Amiee. I have been fortunate to know these two wonderful ladies that are talking with me today. I know that they are going to bring great value to your life as they have mine. So we're excited to be here today. I wanted to come to you and talk to you a little bit about my transformation, my personal story. Mine is a little different than most. So to start, I will tell you that I have lost 178 pounds throughout my journey. So did this journey happen overnight? Absolutely not. Would I have wanted it to happen overnight? Absolutely not, because we don't learn life lessons for things that happen too sudden for us. So for myself, I did not grow up overweight. I wasn't a child that was neglected. I don't have any horrible stories to tell you of why I put on weight. I guess mine would be a story of happiness, a lot of happiness. I married when I was 18 years old, and my husband was 22 and he was in the Air Force. So I moved away from family and I married at 118 pounds, and I was fit. I was happy as I could be, and decided to start a family very soon because my husband was traveling a lot with the Air Force and I desperately needed a friend. So I wanted to start a family, and in doing so, that meant for me that I wanted to bake a lot of pound cakes. So I started a baking company and I baked 30 to 40 pound cakes a week, and I did breads, and I ate and I ate and I ate. So throughout the marriage, my way of showing my family love was to feed them. That I was a Southern girl, and that was what we knew, and that was how you welcomed people into your homes. So that's what I did, and in doing this, gained weight as the years went on. Had one daughter, had another daughter, had another daughter, and have a wonderful husband who loved me endlessly and did not see that I was gaining weight. Never called me out on it. Never. He always worked out, which I would watch him go to the gym, but I had no interest in engaging in that. It wasn't until I became an entrepreneur full time and I started working daily and my children became teenagers, and I realized that the daily aches and pains, and as I was starting to get into my late 30s, that I realized that everything on me hurt and that I carried a lot of inflammation. So I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 9 years ago now, and I was sitting at a red light, and I had been talking to someone on the phone who informed me of a trainer. And I called her and I said, okay, I'm ready. Didn't say it to my husband out loud, didn't say it to anybody. And within 2 days, I was in her basement training. And I, from that point forward, decided that it was my journey, that I had to do this. It was time. I needed to live my best life. And honestly, it had to be for me. So I do want to encourage each of you to look at yourselves. Look at yourself in the mirror as your only competition. Look at yourself as you're the person that matters. You matter because your family needs you. And in order for you to be the best person you can possibly be, you have to put yourself first. It's not being vain. It's not doing anything you shouldn't do. It is doing what is most important. We only have one life. I like to use the saying all the time, YOLO. You only live once, and I decided that it was time for me to stop sitting on the sidelines, and I had done that for way too long. So anyway, I started training, and throughout my journey, there were things I found that I hope I can share with you that made my journey easier, and for me to develop a mindset and a willpower and a determination that made me fiercely strong within myself. And that was that I had daily affirmations. I didn't feel like I needed to go around and tell the world my affirmations. I honestly didn't even feel like it was anybody's business but my own. But I would tell myself one very, very simple affirmation: I am worthy of change. I said it anytime I felt like that I could not do one more thing to make myself better. I continually told myself I'm worthy of change. I continually saw myself as the next person, is a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller and a little bit healthier and feeling a whole lot better. The thing I have found by working with others is that I always tell them, trust me, just trust me. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to guide you, and I want you to feel the same way I felt. And in 2 weeks, you're going to hear it. And I mean, you're going to hear it on the interior of your body deep. And you're going to understand that you now can feel better. It's not all about the exterior. It becomes about this new being that comes over you, and you begin to feel like a new person inside. And when your bodies don't ache and those daily headaches aren't there. I was a migraine fest. I mean, the one thing my husband said was, you always had migraines. My gut was out of sorts, and I know that our wonderful Rachel has spoke with us today about our guts and how important our gut health is, and I back that 110%. So throughout the journey, I had to hold a carrot up for myself. My goal. So I want to talk to you about goals. Set yourself a goal. Make it a real goal. Write it down. Say it out loud. Say it to yourself. Even when you don't believe it, believe it. Make yourself believe it. Shout it from the rooftops. Make yourself see yourself as the person that is going to achieve the unachievable goal that you might think is not there. It's there. I promise you it's there. So for mine, I said when I was 296 pounds, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to get on that stage. I had to make this so big and so strong that I would never get up and embarrass myself, my husband, my family, my friends, and I certainly didn't want anybody to think I was crazy. So I thought, okay, you have to do the work, meaning myself. Nobody could do it for me. It wasn't their goal, it was my personal goal. So that's what I set out to do. I didn't say it out loud to anybody except myself, but I said it to myself every single time I looked in the mirror. I will be in a show, because I knew that I could get my health where it needed to be, like I said, if I made the goal large enough. So a lot of people say to me, my goal is I want to be healthy for my family. Okay. And then they'll say, I want to be healthy for my children, or I want to be healthy because I want to live a long time, or I want to be healthy for this. I want you to pick this one time in your life, and I want you to be vain. I want you to look at yourself and be able to honestly say in the mirror, what is your goal? What do you want for you? Not for your husband, not for your wife, not for your children. What do you want for you? Well, guess what I wanted? I wanted to ski behind a boat. I wanted to wear the cute little black dress to dinner with my husband. that I had given up for years and years and years. And I wanted him to be able to be with me the way I wanted to see myself. And that's what mattered to me. So anyway, I pressed down and I pressed down, and 5 years into my training, I was down to around 100, I think I was around 190 pounds at that point. And I looked across the dinner table at my husband and I said, okay, now you're gonna train me because I'm going to a show. He didn't look at me in disbelief. He didn't look at me as, I cannot believe this just came out of your mouth. He simply said, okay, I'll train you. So we did for quite some time. And then I was able to move on, and he said, I'm not real sure I understand nutrition enough. So I had some wonderful guidance with nutrition that carried me through to the end of my journey and brought me down to the 178 pounds that I was seeking. And I was able to do something that I never thought I could really do at the time I said it. And that was hit the MPC stage. A wonderful experience, and for me it wasn't about the trophy. It wasn't about walking away with the hardware, even though that's fun. It was literally about knowing that I set a goal and I completed it, and it wasn't on anybody's timeline but mine. So I encourage you to say your affirmations as you go through your journey. I encourage you to believe in yourself and in your own goals. And I encourage you, when you are in your journey and when you have completed that goal, to set an even larger goal. So that brings me to this. You want to know what my new goal is? Well, I got fortunate. I'm actually an interior designer and I own a construction and design build company. But through my passion and through being able to see what I was capable of doing, I met a wonderful new world of people that embraced me and asked me to help them. And how could I not? I felt like it was my calling to come and to try to gift people with a little bit of my knowledge and bring together all of these wonderful people that I've met in this industry and ask them to feed the community around me with me. So I started Body Fit with Amiee, and so I do online coaching and training. I have a wonderful team. I have people all over the world. I'm very fortunate that I just recently traveled to see my Tennessee team and got to give them some love. I'm very fortunate to have a local gym where I have a lot of members who I get to see there on a daily basis. We work very hard as a complete team, that we support each other and we try to fuel each other with enthusiasm and inspire. And I truly think that if we embrace our bodies as the complete package, mind, body, and soul, we walk away as a complete, balanced being. Somebody that's going to live a lifestyle way of eating and a lifestyle way of living. And that's what I would encourage and want for you. I don't want people to feel like you have to starve your minds to gain weight loss or starve your souls. You do not have to. And then lastly, I would just finish off by saying that probably the best compliment I was given throughout this journey was in the very end. I had multiple people say to me, "You're the same person now you were in the skin you had before, Amiee." And that is when I knew that I had completed and accomplished the biggest goal of my life. And that was to be a well-rounded, confident wife, mom, friend, and that I could be the best person I could possibly be for myself and for others. So as you go through this holiday season, I'm going to tell you, live, enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your moments with family. They don't all have to be centered around eating constantly. Take time to enjoy the laughter, talk about memories, get up from the chair, ride the bicycle, jump on the trampolines, laugh with your kids, throw your kids in the air, run in circles, do everything that you don't possibly think that you can do, and prove to yourself you are capable, because you are 100% capable of living your best life. And I wish you the very, very best.